Hi, this is Sydni Craig-Hart of SmartSimpleMarketing.com, and I'd like to welcome you to this video training. If you're new to the Smart Simple Marketing community, let me quickly get you up to speed. Smart Simple Marketing is about three things. One, it's about choosing marketing strategies that make sense for your business, your voice, and your ideal clients. That's the smart part. Two, it's about easy to implement step-by-step instructions that don't leave you to figure out the details. That keeps things simple. And number three, it's about consistently sharing your solutions with the people who are already looking for them. That's where the marketing comes in. I'm well known for helping my clients to achieve their goals and get results without feeling overwhelmed. So I invite you to learn more about my proven strategies and pick up your free marketing tools at www.smartsimplemarketing.com. Today's episode is Getting Your Next Client is Really This Easy. If you entered into a contest that challenged you to enroll one new client next week, how would you go about doing so? You may be thinking, why would I do that, Sydney? It would have to be really worth it. Why would I even enter a contest like that? So let's set the stakes. Let's say that the prize is $100,000 if you can get one new client to start working with you in your business next week. Would a $100,000 prize be enough to get you excited about doing what you need to do to get more clients? I think so, and I hope so, because that is actually a reality for you. If you do what you need to do consistently to get in front of the ideal prospects, the people who are already looking for what it is you offer, you can enroll new clients consistently week in and week out and truly have a highly successful, profitable business. Think for a moment about why you started your business in the first place. What made you excited about being an entrepreneur? What was the catalyst that prompted you to say, I'm going to step out there on my own and I'm going to do this and I'm going to make it happen? That's the energy and the zeal that I want you to employ when you are marketing solutions that you have to the people who are already looking for you. People ask me all the time, Sydney, how did you do this? You've actually built 3 successful businesses from scratch. You started out as a virtual assistant, you started a virtual assistant training course, and you also are now teaching and coaching and consulting solo entrepreneurs. How did you do that? And that question comes in various forms, but at its core, it's the same question. And I really love sharing the answer to that question because the strategies that I used, you can model them in the way that they fit for you and do the same thing. You can create whatever version of a successful business looks like for you, that can be yours. But before I share with you the strategy that I use, I want to make sure you understand something very clearly. If you don't create a plan based on what you learn in this presentation or anything else that I teach you, and if you don't work that plan, then you're not going to get the results. You're not going to get the clients, and thus you're not going to build your business. So as you listen to what I'm sharing with you, make sure you think about it from the perspective of how can I implement that. Fair enough? Okay, good. So let's step into these 5 strategies that I used. The first thing I did was tap into my warm market. This is actually the strategy that got my VA business off the ground in the first place. I simply told my friends and my family and my coworkers and other people in my network that I was starting a virtual assistance company. And it was fascinating to them that I was going to do the same work that I'd been doing for more than a decade under the umbrella of my own company. And so I sent out a letter to everyone that I knew and let them know what I was doing. I set up coffee dates with some other people, and I did whatever I could to get the word out about my new business. This was my first ever marketing campaign, and thus my company was born. And I did the same thing when I started my VA training company, and I did the same thing when I launched my coaching practice. But when I first started, this campaign actually led to my very first retainer client, or actually my second retainer client, which actually led to thousands of dollars in revenue my first year of business. So it really worked and it paid off really well. So think about that. How can you tap into your warm market, and how can you leverage the relationships you already have? Strategy number 2, I networked eagerly. So keep in mind that networking is really just a matter of connecting with other people and being a resource. It's not about hawking yourself. It is not about passing out business cards. It's about making connections. So I went out seeking people who are already looking for the services that I offer. And again, I talked to them about how I could help them, how I could assist them in creating more freedom and more success in their business. I made sure that the events I attended, I chose strategically, that I was attending events where people were already invested. They had paid some money to be there. They had some skin in the game, that I was connecting with forward-thinking entrepreneurs, and that I really just tried to get to know people. I didn't have an agenda, and I wasn't trying to sell them on anything. I just was really trying to get to know them. And that really professional approach was very attractive to them, and I then and still today consistently get clients from my networking efforts. The other thing that helped is that I had a polished, professional, and easy-to-navigate website that really detailed my services and my background. Also, my business cards and my follow-up system made a great first impression. So networked eagerly. That's what I did. How can you do that? Whether you love networking or hate it, how can you revamp your networking strategy currently to be more effective for you? Strategy number 3, I used Craigslist.com strategically. Now, I've used Craigslist for a lot of things since I first discovered it many years ago. I've used it to find places to live and sell furniture and find cars and all kinds of things. But one of the most lucrative ways that I used Craigslist was actually as a marketing tool. And this turned out to be a great idea because entrepreneurs that were looking for the type of help I offered often went looking to this site because, like me, they used it for lots of other things in their life. And I actually found my first 2 clients on Craigslist and had a wonderful relationship with both companies for a very long time. So depending on the type of services that you provide, this could be a great way to connect with people who are already looking for what it is that you offer. Strategy number 4, I followed up tenaciously. You may have heard it said before that the fortune is in the follow-up, and this is so true. It's one of the truest statements I've ever heard. Now, people are busy, you have to understand that, and they will quickly forget about you. And that is not because you did not leave a good impression or because they're not interested in working with you. We're all just really busy today. That's just the matter, the fact of the matter. It is what it is. So don't take it personally or as a sign that a person is not interested in working with you if you follow up a couple times and you don't hear back. My philosophy has always been to not allow prospects to forget about me. I do everything I can to stay top of mind in a really gracious way until I know one way or the other if we're a good fit to work together. And it's surprising to me every time how many of those prospects who become clients eventually say, you know what, I'm really impressed with your follow-up. You've consistently tried to reach me. You've tried to stay in touch with me. I really love what you have to offer, and you're the person that I want to work with. So following up tenaciously always pays off. So how can you implement that into your business? How can you create a system that allows you to reach out to prospective clients consistently so that you stay top of mind? The last strategy I'll share with you today is that I increased my knowledge and my skill set religiously. I always looked for exactly what my clients needed from me, what they wanted to buy from me, and presented that as a solution that I could offer to them, even if that meant I had to invest some time or money and energy into learning that skill. So if there was a class or a seminar that I could attend to learn it, I made sure I was there. If it was a software program I had to learn, I made sure that I learned it. Whatever it took so I could really be a resource and make a difference in their life or their business, that's what I did. So it's important that you put forth the effort too. This is actually part of your marketing, that you consistently stay on top of trends and resources and things that will help your clients to be more successful. And sure, these opportunities had a cost attached to them. Even a free opportunity cost me my time. But these were opportunities to invest in myself, to build my confidence, and to build my skill set that I couldn't afford not to participate in. The more you know, the more you grow, which ultimately translates into growth and more revenue in your business. So that's it. That's the magic bullet. That's the magic pill. That's how I created 3 successful businesses in 6 years from scratch. And the synopsis of that, or the summary of that is that I created a plan and I did the work to implement that plan day in and day out. And if you do this, you will enjoy success in your business as well. So regardless of what strategies you choose, make the plan or the commitment rather to see your plans through. Consistency is far more powerful than perfection, especially because perfection doesn't really exist. I'm not perfect, my business isn't perfect, and yours is never going to be either, and that's okay. You can be highly successful without being perfect. So focus your energy on just a few key techniques and work your plan. You're guaranteed to get great results, increase your profits, and have more freedom in your business if you do that. Hi, this is Sydni Craig-Hart of SmartSimpleMarketing.com, and I'd like to welcome you to this video training. If you're new to the Smart Simple Marketing community, let me quickly get you up to speed. Smart Simple Marketing is about three things. One, it's about choosing marketing strategies that make sense for your business, your voice, and your ideal clients. That's the smart part. Two, it's about easy to implement step-by-step instructions that don't leave you to figure out the details. That keeps things simple. And number three, it's about consistently sharing your solutions with the people who are already looking for them. That's where the marketing comes in. I'm well known for helping my clients to achieve their goals and get results without feeling overwhelmed. So I invite you to learn more about my proven strategies and pick up your free marketing tools at www.smartsimplemarketing.com.